And then we have a crazy story dealing with Blac Chyna. So Face to Face Africa, the word face, the number 2, faceafrica.com, had a story from November 21st, I think this was, November 20th. Blac Chyna is headed to Nigeria to promote new skin bleaching cream. And this talks about how reality TV star and American model, entrepreneur, socialite, former stripper Blac Chyna was going to Nigeria on her first ever Africa trip to roll out a new skin bleaching or skin lightening cream produced in partnership with the brand Whitenicious, which is by a Nigerian Cameroonian singer named Densia. Her real name is Rupredencia, but it's shortened to Densia, D-E-N-C-I-A. And this is a luxury skincare line owned by Densia. Now, I first found out about this. This skincare line came out in 2014. So I followed this story since 2014, reported on it back then on my radio show. Densia promotes it as a dark spot remover, a 7-day dark spot remover. But when you look at the article, and they have a picture of Densia in here before and after, it looks like her whole body must have been a dark spot, because she looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost now. She was brown skinned before using Whitenicious. Now she looks pale. Okay? So Blac Chyna, whose real name is Angela Renee White, was scheduled to be in Lagos, Nigeria, November 25th for the first official launch of the Whitenicious by Blac Chyna Diamond Illuminating and Lightening Cream, together with Densia at a shopping event. Okay, she announced this on Instagram. She announced this on her Instagram page where she has 14 million followers. For what reason, I have no idea why she has 14 million followers on Instagram. However, she received so much backlash from this that, and the story was first broken by TMZ, that she removed the announcement from her Instagram page. Okay, now initially her representatives told American media that Blac Chyna had been using Whitenicious dark spot corrector for a few years to deal with her hyperpigmentation. Okay, but TMZ had a follow-up story where they talked about how that's not true. She hadn't used Whitenicious at all. So let me get this straight. You're going to Black Africa, Nigeria, to promote a skin lightening cream to African people, and you don't even use the skin lightening cream. So this was basically a money grab for her, it appears. This is basically a money grab. So this brought into light the skin bleaching epidemic that's taking place on the continent of Africa. Okay, it is afflicting Nigeria. It's estimated that somewhere between 70% to 77% of Nigerian women use skin bleaching creams. It's also a problem in Togo, Rwanda, South Africa, things of this nature. Okay, now this is a holdover from colonialism. This comes out of colonialism, white supremacy, and self-hatred. Skin bleaching is a major problem in Africa and diaspora communities across the world. Many women and men go through the risk of lightening their skins to be regarded as quote-unquote desirable and beautiful. Many skin bleaching creams include mercury, cortisone, and hydroquinone, chemicals that are linked to skin cancer, high blood pressure, thinning of the skin, other forms of cancer, kidney and liver failure. The risks associated with skin bleaching inspired Minnesota public health advocate Amira Adawe, A-D-A-W-E, who has made it her personal mission to seek out shops selling skin bleaching creams and report their activities. All right. So in Africa, skin bleaching products have been outlawed in countries such as Ghana, Togo, South Africa, and Mali. But the laws are not being implemented. There is still a high demand for skin bleaching products, which have now been rebranded. They have now been rebranded as toning, dark spot correction, and lightening creams. Okay, so this is self-hatred coming out of white supremacy, exported to Africa by an African American woman. Okay, so this is something that's really, really troubling. And you have countries on the continent of Africa that are trying to fight against the skin bleaching creams and this epidemic also. So there was a story dealing with Rwanda. And there was an article from face-to-faceafrica.com as well. As Africa loses fight against skin bleaching, Rwanda deploys police to enforce laws. Okay? As Africa loses the fight against skin bleaching, Rwanda deploys police, okay, to enforce the laws. And let's look at this article here. So, to curb the harmful effects of the products and to enforce the laws, Rwanda has deployed the Rwanda National Police, RNP, together with Ministry of Health, Rwanda Food and Drug Authority, Rwanda Investigation Bureau, RIB, and Rwanda Standards Board, RSB, among other agencies, to crack down on, pay attention to this, to crack down on 1,342 brands prohibited in Rwanda since 2013. 1,342 different brands of skin lightening, skin bleaching creams that have been banned, prohibited in Rwanda since 2013. Quote, so far, we have seized 5,606 assorted pieces of banned bleaching products, including lotions, oils, toilet soaps, and sprays. The illegal products were seized from beauty shops in Kigali and eastern, northern, and western provinces, where the operations have been conducted so far, end quote. Police spokesperson John Bosco Cabrera was quoted by local media New Times. The products they seize includes Maxi White, Skin White, Fairlight, Secret White, Diamond White, Diprosone, Carolite, C-A-R-O, Clear Men, and Epiderm Cream. The police said it will continue the operation to get the products off the shelves and to prevent importers from trafficking the products into the country. A police spokesman said, quote, right now the focus is getting them off the shelves and educating the people on the law and dangers they pose to users. But at the same time, strengthening operations on traffickers of these toxic skin whitening substances, end quote. So the operation was launched by President Paul Kagame, joined in the debate on Twitter against the harmful skin bleaching products, and ordered the police and health ministry to take action. The operation was launched after President Paul Kagame joined in the debate on Twitter against the harmful skin bleaching products and ordered the police and health ministry to take action. Despite all the campaigns against skin bleaching, Nigeria hosted American model, entrepreneur, socialite, and former stripper Blac Chyna, who launched a new skin bleaching cream in Lagos, Nigeria, November 25th. Okay, so, and then it talks about that story that we talked about. Check out the Facebook Live broadcast I did. Check out the broadcast there on YouTube. Michael Imhotep on YouTube, dealing with, I went in depth into this and connected this also to Little Kim and her skin lightening that took place. I talked about Lupita Nyong'o, who we first saw in 12 Years a Slave, and she is from Kenya. And Lupita Nyong'o has talked about how growing up in Kenya, when she was in second grade, she was told by a teacher, where are you going to find a husband darker than you? Okay? And she talked about how as a child, now Lupita Nyong'o is very beautiful. In 2014, she was named People Magazine's most beautiful person. She was on the cover of People Magazine, right? She talked at an Essence Magazine lunch or awards luncheon or something like that. She talked about how when she was a child, she said she had one wish. She prayed to God each night that he made her light skinned. She prayed to God that when she woke up in the morning, she would be light skinned. This is how much of an epidemic white supremacy is in Africa. This is a holdover from colonialism. Okay? And as Bantu Stephen Biko said, one of our great South African freedom fighters, who was portrayed by Denzel Washington in the 1987 movie Cry Freedom. He said the most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. The most potent weapon in the hands of the oppressor is the mind of the oppressed. So we must take our minds back. And we don't ask permission to take our minds back. We just take them back. Because they didn't ask permission to take our minds in the first place. We don't ask permission to take our minds back. We also must take our land back as well.